scare maze?
No.
So Jamie's being the brave one and going in the mazes. I'm still too much of a wimp and I'm just going to wait outside for him. How was it?
Yeah, it wasn't too bad.
What would you rate it?
Yeah, 4.
4 out of 10?
Yeah.
Oh, not that good then. Right, overall, how would you rate your experience tonight?
8 out of 10. Could have used the fast passes because there was no one using them at all, apart from the £140 a person. But yeah, I enjoyed it.
So I think overall I would probably rate it a 6. I would say if you're not going to go in the mazes like me, probably don't bother unless you've bought the fast passes, because I went on 3 rides all day, but I was expecting it to be busy because it's a weekend. Highlight for me, I think, was the donut bites that we got just now on the way out. I would definitely recommend getting those. But it was fun to experience all the rides in the dark on Fright Nights for the first time. I actually filmed that video 2 weeks ago now, and I feel like I didn't really explain myself properly when I gave my rating of the night. So basically I went to Thorpe Park because I'd never been to Fright Nights before, and I honestly just really wanted to experience the atmosphere. So I knew that going in I wasn't going to go through any of the mazes, but I wanted to watch the shows and just experience the whole atmosphere of Fright Nights. I will say I did walk through the death doors, which was a free attraction that you just walk through, you knocked on the doors and then a character would come out. I wanted to film through it, but the anxiety here, and I thought if I'm filming they're probably gonna play up to me a bit more, and I wasn't ready for that, so I didn't film going through that one. But I really enjoyed that one. So we had a witch popped out at us, the Easter Bunny, and there was another one but I can't remember who it was, but that was really cool. I love the fact it was free. We were the second or third group to go through because we were walking around and it was getting towards the time that attraction was going to open, so we just jumped straight in the queue and were some of the first through, so that was really good. Then we watched the birthday bash show, which I'd seen a little bit of it on YouTube in someone else's vlog, and so I kind of knew what some of it was going to be. But there were people there with like little kids, and when I say little kids I mean kids in pushchairs that were watching the show, so I feel like maybe they held back a little bit from how scary it could have been. And we did watch that show during the daytime, and then we walked back through that area at night time, and Jamie did say to me, watch out because they will jump at you, but we walked straight through it and none of the actors interacted with us. And then we did attempt twice to watch the show by stealth, which was the Vampire and Werewolf High Schools, but it was just so busy that we'd stand there and people would just stand in front of me, and I'm literally 5 foot tall, so I couldn't really see anything, which took away from it. But it was fun to walk around the park and experience Fright Nights for the first time. And the reason Jamie rated that maze so low was because he had done that maze before, but he wanted to do it again because obviously the new ride at Thorpe Park has now been approved, so that maze won't be there next year, so he wanted to do that one again, which he did, and he said it was exactly the same as when he did it last year, so he knew exactly what to expect, so there was no element of surprise as he had already done that one. Then he was planning on going back this weekend, and I wasn't going to go. He was going to go with his friends so that they could do all of the mazes, but unfortunately that didn't happen. So we went in with the intention of last week that we were just going to wander around and experience the atmosphere. And then the other issue we had was we didn't get there until 11, and all of the queues by the time we got there were an hour plus. So we went on Swarm, we went on Stealth, and then we decided to get some lunch. And whilst we were having lunch, Jamie pre-booked the maze he was going to go in. Once we had lunch, we wandered around for a bit, and then we thought we'll go on a ride and then he can head over to the maze. But unfortunately, where the ride times were all so high, we didn't have time to go queue for another ride before his maze, so we ended up just walking around for like 2.5 hours because all the queues were so high, and there wasn't time to do that because then he would have missed his time slot for the maze. So we expected it to be busy. It was a weekend, you know, and we do try to go during the week when possible just because you don't have all the waiting around. But again, it was really fun to experience the rides in the dark. We did only get to do Stealth in the dark because again the queue times were just ridiculous. It was cool to see it from a different angle because all the lights are on in the park, so when you come up over the top of Stealth it was really pretty, so I did really like that. The whole day we literally went on Stealth twice, Swarm and 𝐒𝐿𝐵𝐼, and we were there from 11 till about 8, so it wasn't the best day. But yeah, if you're going to go in all of the mazes, I would definitely recommend it. There were people going in who were dressed up, which was really cool. I think I would like to go back with a bigger group of friends, maybe some that do go in mazes and some that don't go in mazes, because otherwise I'm sitting around by myself whilst Jamie goes in the mazes. But I think it would be really fun to go with a group of friends and all dress up, so maybe we'll try it again next year. Maybe I'll be brave enough to try some of the mazes. But yeah, I didn't kind of want to leave it on it sounding like we had a really bad time, because we didn't necessarily. I just kind of wanted to explain our ratings. But yeah, if you're still watching at this point, thank you, and I'll see you again soon with my next video.